Hi, my name's Neeraj Naik, and I'm the founder of the world's fastest growing breathwork, wellness, and meditation movement and community called Soma Breath. So welcome to this amazing journey where you're going to learn how to live longer and happier with more peace of mind. You see, the breath is really like a pharmacy of different techniques, and it can help you live longer, but it can also give you peace of mind and states of absolute divine inner bliss. But if you're going to live longer, don't you want to have a life filled also with peak experiences where they're just unforgettable memories? Well, that's the power of the breath too, because just with simple breathing techniques, you can reach a peak human experience, an ecstatic state. And this ecstatic state is a state where you can truly transform. But perhaps you've been to a breathwork class in the past and gone away feeling traumatized because there was just a symphony of screaming and orgasms going on. And maybe you're a little bit nervous about breathwork. Well, I've actually solved that problem for you. We're giving you the same peak experience that I have shared in many classes around the world now, where people come up to me at the end of it going, "Oh my God, what the fuck just happened? You just transformed my life." But I'm giving it to you in a safe way. Instead of throwing you in the deep end without a safety net, at the end of this quest, you're going to experience our most powerful breath technique, the one that totally changes lives. And my goal for this quest is for you to wake up every single morning going, "Oh my God, I love my life." In fact, I made a song called "I Love My Life." It became the anthem at Mind Valley events. And you can see music is a really big passion of mine. But it was when I discovered that you can combine breath and rhythmic music together to make an even more powerful experience that led me to develop this Soma Breath School and our techniques. So this quest is powered by this special brainwave music technology, which is going to make this entire experience much more fun, much more enjoyable, where you're actually going to get hooked on these techniques. You're going to be actually looking forward to doing these practices instead of going, "Oh, do I have to do it?" You're going to actually have enthusiasm for doing this quest every single day. What makes Soma Breath different is that we actually use rhythmic music that is where the breath is timed to the rhythm of the beat. And when you breathe in beats or breathe in a rhythm with the music, magic happens, because rhythmic music and breath combined has the power to create this state called heart coherence. This has been studied by many scientists around the world. And just through simple rhythmic breathing every single day, we can bring back harmony and balance to the inner world. And when you have more harmony and balance on the inner world, you actually have a better relationship with the outer world. And that way you can actually become like a magnet. In fact, you could say Soma stands for the science of magnetic attraction, because when you bring in that inner harmony, you actually become like a magnetic personality. There's even a famous Chinese philosopher called Lao Tzu who once said, "The perfect human breathes as though they're not breathing at all." So what does that actually mean? See, we've been conditioned by society to breathe heavy and deep and get lots of oxygen. In fact, deep, heavy breathing gets less oxygen to our cells, not more. And mouth breathing is the worst of all. Did you know that once they used to use the term mouth breather as an insult to tell people that they're stupid because they haven't learned how to breathe through their nose yet? And it was also a sign of somebody who's just stupid and dumb. The reason why is if you breathe through your mouth like this, or all day long, you're actually shutting off the blood supply to the brain. But when you switch to nasal breathing, smooth, rhythmic breathing, we actually get a flood of oxygen going to where it really needs to go. And you're going to learn the science of the breath in an easy, simple way and a fun way with an experience of powerful techniques that's going to turn your breath, your default state, into Lao Tzu. And you know, what we want to create is more high and happy people in this world. Because high and happy people are fun to be around with, they do cool stuff, and they actually make this world a higher, happier, and better place for all. But when you're miserable, unhappy, angry, and sad, we're not at our best, and people don't want to be around you. I want you to become a magnetic personality all the time as your default state. What does an ancient psychedelic and breathwork have to do with solving some of the world's biggest problems. You see, the number one killer in the world today is heart disease. And now depression is set to be the new pandemic. And the root cause of all this is stress. And when we get chronically stressed, we actually make bad decisions. We make poor lifestyle choices and we get addicted to stuff, right? See, back many thousands of years ago, there was a time, the golden age on our planet, where the ancient gods, the rishis, were addicted to a substance called soma. That's right. But we don't know quite what that soma was, but it gave them immortality. It made them have no sickness and disease. It made people have a deeper connection to themselves and the divine. However, when the soma starts to run out, they all freak out because they're so hooked on this stuff. So they had to find a way to create it from within. And that became the origins of things like tantric yoga, meditation, and even breathwork. So when you learn how to cultivate the soma within, you actually can make bliss on command and your desire for stuff falls away. You see, the world has become corrupted by overconsumption. The environment's become polluted as a result of people just needing to buy more and more stuff to be happy. But just imagine if you could, just with a simple breathing technique, turn on bliss on command, feel content, feel in balance, and not need to be dependent on so many things to make you happy. That's what this quest is going to achieve for you. So there's many different breathwork styles out there and it can get confusing, which is the right one for you. But breathwork usually has been preached as a one-size-fits-all, a panacea for all things. But if you look at the different breathwork styles, they usually revolve around one technique. And one technique can never be a panacea for all. And Soma breath takes the wisdom of pranayama, which is really like a library, a pharmacy of breathing techniques which are customized to you and to your needs. And there's not just one technique. There's a whole pharmacy of different techniques for different uses, which you're going to absolutely love, because if you want to solve any kind of minor ailments you might have, such as a blocked nose or a headache or body pain, you can do so just with breathing techniques. Or if you want to go into peak states, you can do so with a breathing technique without needing any external stuff. And your safety is my main priority. So we're not going to throw you in the deep end without a safety net. In fact, you're going to have scientifically validated, effective techniques that has the wisdom of the past combined with the modern science and my special proprietary music technology that makes this entire process more fun and enjoyable. So on this 14-lesson quest, in part 1, you're going to learn how to correct your breathing so it's more efficient and helps you live longer and healthier. Part 2, we're going to go into your lifestyle. We're going to correct your lifestyle and bring it into balance and harmony with your breath. Then part 3, you're going to learn how to cultivate the soma within. And all of this is going to be driven by our powerful proprietary audio music technology, which makes the entire process more fun and enjoyable. So this is like having your own natural side effect free psychedelic on command. However, it's completely under your control. So you can turn on bliss whenever you wish. But the real purpose of spiritual practices is to improve your default state. This is a time when you're not doing any techniques. And at the end of this 14-lesson quest and learning and experiencing the soma from within, your default state is going to become better. You're going to be at your best every single day and you're going to feel high and happy. So first, we're going to turn you into Lao Tzu. And then we're going to prepare you to go super deep into a peak human experience. And all of this is going to be really fun and enjoyable with our special music technology. And then you're going to go away going, oh my God, I fucking love my life. If you master your breath, you can control your state. And when you control your state, you master your life. That's right. So at the end of this 14-lesson quest, you're going to go away with so many different benefits. There's so many to list here, like more enthusiasm for your life, more productivity, better concentration, and a deeper relationship with yourself and others around you. In fact, you can sum this all up into one statement. You are going to go away feeling higher and happier than you were before. So the best time to supercharge your health is right from the moment you wake up. In fact, most breathing exercises are best done in the morning on an empty stomach. And the great thing with this is that when you have a morning routine that's really powerful, it will actually elevate every area of your life and make your day so much more fun and productive. So what you're going to need to set aside every morning is just, to begin with, a few minutes, but we're going to be adding on during the quest to make sure you give yourself at least 30 minutes to an hour for your perfect morning routine. And actually, one of our methods, the breath hold time, is done the moment you wake up, within the first 10 minutes. So make sure you're ready with a stopwatch and prepared to be able to do this practice. So all you're going to need to make the most out of this quest is a simple stopwatch, which you can find on a smartphone. That's what I use. But optionally, you can also get a pulse oximeter. This helps measure your oxygen levels. But this isn't essential at all. But you can find a cheap one on Amazon if you wish. But really, all you're going to need is a pair of lungs so you can breathe and a heartbeat to make the most out of this Soma Breath Mind Valley quest. I'm so excited about the transformation you're going to experience on this quest. So let's get ready to breathe together, and I'll see you on the inside. Peace.